Hello and welcome. Today I'm here to share with you some of my knowledge and my experience on the subject that we all stand for, coffee. Coffee for me is my profession, but it's also the biggest part of my life. And I say this because I'm sure we all have memories and images from different moments in our lives. For more than 15 years, I've been working for coffee, and I'm trying to pass on what I have learned from it. Back in 2019, in my second and more pivotal trip in Colombia, I was lucky enough to exchange views in the evolution of coffee. So today, I will try to convey you my memories and my images from my trip in Colombia from the regions of Tolima and Valle del Cauca, where there are more than 60 producers gave me a tour and all their knowledge in coffee processing. I, for my part, shared with them my knowledge and my experience in the espresso tasting and the preparation protocols. At this point, I would like to enjoy these beautiful aromas, and I will explain you more about it later. And I believe that this is the next step, to share the knowledge and be responsible to move the coffee forward. All this action gave me memories that made me to be here and be able to convey to you what I experienced and tasted. Speaking of taste, I will never forget the taste and the beautiful memories that the coffee that I have here today to share you brings back to me. So this coffee is the Geisha variety from the farm San Pedro at Tolima region in Colombia. It is cultivated at an altitude of 1,800 meters above the sea level. And it is processed in two different stages of fermentation. In the first stage, the most ripe cherries are fermented in separated tanks for 96 hours in anaerobic conditions in a controlled room temperature. For the second stage, the beans fermented with lactic bacteria in sealed barrels inoculated from a previous Geisha fermentation. And then the beans dried also in two different stages. In the first stage, mechanical dryers dried for 6 to 8 hours just to remove the first layer of moisture and avoid any unwanted over-fermented taste. And then for the second stage, the beans dried for 12 days until the moisture reaches 12%. The recipe that I'm using for your espressos is 20 grams of coffee to take out 40. Please, I would like to evaluate only the crema and wait for my instructions. Please, evaluate only the crema and wait for my instructions. So judges, we all know that taste is made up of memories. Memories are repeated by senses, tastes, and images. So in front of you, you see the flavor wheel. Actually, the flavor wheel is the first image that we have in our minds before we evaluate the espresso as professionals. In order to intrigue your thinking, I will give you the flavor descriptors of this beautiful espresso with images. And to further stimulate your senses, as you saw before, I released in the space the aromas that you will find from the flavors of this beautiful espresso. We know, judges, that psychology has quite an effect on taste. All this that I present to you right now is not a move to impress you, but to really stimulate your senses for what will follow. So, let's do this. Please write down that you will find in my espresso high sweetness, low bitterness, and medium refreshing acidity. The body is medium, round and smooth, followed by a long, pleasant aftertaste. And now my favorite part, the flavors. You will find plum, peach, mandarin, pineapple, and kiwi. Please, I want to focus on the board and the images in front of you and enjoy this beautiful espresso. Go ahead. Okay? For my milk beverage, the recipe that I'm using is 20 grams of coffee to take out 36. And it's the same coffee as I served you for your espresso course. And the same roasting profile. I roasted this coffee on an IRL coffee machine for 11 minutes just 10 days ago. The philosophy of roasting by air technology led me to develop the beans for 1 minute, very close to the temperature of dropping out the coffee. Developing the bean from inside without changing the color. And as a result, we maximize the sweetness. So, in continuation of my research on how to enrich naturally the milk, with the help of the R&D of one of the biggest milk processing companies in the world, I will present you the following. The one-time frozen distillation judges helps quite a lot in separating the milk from the water, but not as much as to withdraw it enough. However, when this happens 4 to 6 times in a controlled temperature, we achieve more than 93% removal of the water from the milk, creating a milk with higher protein and maximizing the sweetness in the same volume of milk. Now please write down that you will find vanilla, nougat, and tiramisu. The ratio that I'm using is 1 part of espresso and 4 parts of milk, in a total amount of 100 ml cups. I'm using this milk splitting technique to get you exactly the same amount of foam. I want you to have enough foam in your mouth to intensify the creaminess of this beautiful milk that I have here today to share with you. Enjoy it. Okay, are you ready? Now for my signature beverage. Let's create together some new memories. The inspiration for my signature beverage comes from the process techniques that they do in the farm. So today, I will try to make you feel as close as possible to the farm, and I will make a simulation in front of you of these techniques. First, we depart the cherries, and we let the beans to ferment in a controlled room temperature anaerobic for 96 hours. Then, for the second stage, we add lactic bacteria, inoculated from a previous geisha fermentation. Again, 84 hours more anaerobic fermentation in controlled temperature. So inspired from this beautiful technique, I will prepare in front of you a sour cherry fermented syrup by adding equal parts of sugar and sour cherry. Anaerobic conditions in control room for 12 hours. And now, for my signature beverage, I have already extracted my 2 double shots of espresso with a recipe of 20 grams in to take out 40. And I'm adding 30 grams of the sour cherry syrup fermented syrup that I prepared in front of you so as to give a fruity color to the drink. 20 grams of kefir. Kefir is a lactic bacteria, and the inspiration for this ingredient comes from the second stage of fermentation that they do in the farm. So, I am adding carbon dioxide so as to homogenize all the ingredients together and give you this amazing sparkling acidity to the drink. The signature beverage will be a chill drink, and I want you to evaluate in 3 sips. In the first sip, you will find mandarin and apricot. In the second sip, you will find yuzu. And in the last sip, and my favorite, it will remind you a creme caramel. Please, I want to swirl gently for 3 times and enjoy this beautiful beverage. Swirl gently and enjoy it. Enjoy it. So judges, it was my absolute pleasure to share with you my memories and my images from my trip in Colombia. And I hope together we'll create new memories, because for me, coffee is all about memories. I'm Michalis. Time.